I stopped in at several banks today, mostly returning coins, and each one I went to, I went to see if I could get a handful of pennies while I was there. I did get a full box plus two that look like they've got copper in them. I also accumulated about $8 or $9 worth of the 2023s, so I'm not sure what I'll do with those yet. I may just leave them sealed. I'm not going to open them, that's for sure, but I do have the box plus these two rolls. Hopefully I'll get my 3 pounds. I'm trying to hit basically the 5 pounds a week with my goal of 260 pounds for the year, and that leaves me several weeks in case I have weeks that I just can't do anything, which I'm sure that will happen during the course of the year. I've got 2 boxes of halves and a box of pennies to pick up in a few days, so between this box and that next box, hopefully I will get my 5 pounds of copper out of it. So let's tear into it and see what we find today. I started with these 2 rolls before I get into the box over there, and in the second roll I get a proof coin. There's also a euro? Anyway, I don't find proofs very often. They're pretty fun, pretty cool. I'll put that fellow away. And then find the euro. 2 cent. Cool. I have found a few of these. 1999. I think in that first roll I got 8 copper pennies. Looks like just 4 in that row. The first roll I open in the box, I find my first wheat penny. Hey, maybe this will be a good box. 1946. Wheatie number 1. Here is the 6th row and the second wheat penny. 1944, Philly. 74S. We just started watching the new Sam Spade show. I think we're watching it on Acorn. My wife's like, I don't know what makes me think I'll like this. I've never liked any of the other Sam Spades. And we've seen, I think there's 3 episodes out, at least on Acorn. And we watched the first 2. And it's fair. My wife's not thrilled with it. It's a little bit fascinating. They make Sam Spade look like he's just this super great detective type person, but he misses lots of details, in my opinion. So there's things about it. It's fascinating, but there's things about it that's frustrating. This is the 7th roll, and I just came across my first Canadian copper 12-sided 1982. We just finished watching the Downton Abbey series. It was the second time for me. We're just running out of things to watch. And I said, let's go back. And I didn't remember if I had seen the end of it, but apparently I did because I remembered it. I have not seen the movies yet. We'll probably get those watch those eventually. I like period pieces most of the time. Well, here's the 8th roll and my third Wheatie, 52D. Number 3. Cool. Several years ago, my wife and I decided that we like the British shows, the writing, and don't have to be, British, Australian, different things like that. We just like it better than most of the newer American stuff that comes out. And I love my America, but most of what comes out of Hollywood, I don't care for. And so we have turned to the British stuff, and we've loved it. This is the 12th roll in the box so far, and here is my second Canadian, and it is also the 12-sided 1984. I was just thinking, before I moved to Kentucky for a year or so, I'd started a Facebook page about the 71S, yeah. Anyway, it was just a fun thing I was doing, playing with the, having fun with the shows I was watching. Here's a 23. And it's called Over the Sea TV on Facebook. And that's my little creation. If you take a few minutes to go check it out. I have not updated it in the last couple of years. I really should get over there. I see that it's still getting a decent amount of traffic, but I'm just not maintaining it. Anyway, if you go check it out, let me know what you think about it. Something about this 1986D just looked funny to me, and so I stuck it up underneath my Tom Love. And let me show you what I saw on that 8 there. Pretty fascinating. Tell me what you think, please. I may have to put this on Facebook and ask some people about it too. Here's the 18th roll in my 4th wheat penny. 45 Philly. I've gotten several S copper pennies, even besides the proof so far in this box. Interesting. And I tell you, a couple of the 83s that I came across, I was like, gosh, that one just has a copper look about it, but they've all been 2.5. I put a picture of the 86D that I just showed you on Facebook from the Tom Love, and I'm hoping to get some feedback on it, and I'll let you know what they say. I think I'm just going to do, this is, it's 11:30 p.m., and I think I'm going to stop after I'm halfway through the box. There's an 83, but this one doesn't look as copper as a couple of them did. 2.5. This is the 19th roll, and here's a Canadian. This one looks like one of the newer ones, I'm guessing. Yep, 1999. Not copper, this one here. It'll go in my Canadian coin bag. This is the 22nd roll in this box, and this is my 5th wheat penny, a 1945, another Philly. Someone wrote on Facebook and said that 86D that I found had extreme dye fatigue, said it was used well beyond what it should have been. I didn't really get an explanation yet on the 8 that looked almost like it's doubling or something, but I'm sure I'll hear some more comments. I'm now halfway through the box. Good night. Okay, it's the next morning. I've had my coffee and I'm ready to get back to it and do the second half of this box. Let's get started. There's about 10 rolls of these custom rolled in this box that I'm going through. And this first one I did this morning only had 45 pennies in it, so I hope I don't find any more like that. Man. Well, cool beans. This second roll that I'm going through in this second half, I find another proof, 92. Very neat. I like finding these. Wow, that's a good looking penny, ain't it? Nice. Oh, I also found a 2009 in this roll, my first one in the box. These last couple rolls haven't had very much copper in them. Another! Huh! Another proof. Not quite as good a shape. Is that a die crack there? In a proof? Well, that's interesting. I'll have to check that out more. Looks like a die crack to me. It ain't been proofed very good. I just found another proof. I can't get over this. Man, I have gone through probably 100 boxes and never found a proof. And now this is my fourth one in this box. 2 of them are copper and 2 of them are zinc. But still, that is so cool. Really cool. This roll is almost all newer looking stuff. There won't be very much copper in here, I'm sure. Well, I feel like I have to look at even these new shield ones to see if I get a proof out of those. Usually skip right past those. Well, that was the only copper in there, and I'm not going to put that in with the general copper assembly. All newer stuff. Wow. I just found this 1960D. Really, really nice condition. Looks like a small date, which is cool. And I'll show you the D. It looks like it could even be a D over D. So I'm going to put this thing away in a 2x2, and I'll also put this one up on Facebook and see if I can get any comments back on this one. This is the 8th roll into the second half, and I find another Canadian. 1964. I find myself slowing down a little bit this box because I found a variety of different things. The proofs and the 60, possibly D over D. It's an 83. We'll weigh that one. Zinc. This is the 12th roll into the second half, and I finally find my 6th wheat penny. At this rate, I may not get the 10, but I'm finding such cool stuff. 56 Philadelphia. I'm not going to complain. The proofs and the other stuff, it's really neat. A 23. VDB. 82. Here's a 1959 that has sure kept its luster color. Wow. I guess I'll put this one aside too. A couple of scratches though. Found a 69S. Oh, wow. Look at that. Golly. Well, that's a mess. If you're new, I put the 82s in a little jar, and then at the end I weigh them to get the copper ones out. Just 2 rolls to go after this roll, and I find my 7th wheat penny. 52D. Don't think I'll get 10 this box, but I have found some other cool stuff that makes me not upset about it at all. With 1 roll to go, and right at the end of this roll, look at that, a 1951 Canadian. You know what that means? That means it's not the queen, it's the king. Ha 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 ha. That's cool. A little rough there on the front. Love finding these. Man, what a neat box this has been. That's really cool. 1951. I'll weigh these 82s and add it to today's the copper over here and see if we get our 3 pounds. I think we do. What a box. Got the 60D. I think might be a double die. I've got that weird 86. There's the 59. There's the 2009. 7 wheat pennies, a couple Canadian, plus the not copper euro, the King George, 4 proofs. I've never ever done that before with pennies, I guarantee you. And then 6 S pennies I just stuck aside. Kind of neat. I don't find that very many of those usually either. Anyway, pretty cool, pretty good box in my opinion. Now let's see if we get 3 pounds. Usually the vast majority of the 82s are copper, but here's the copper and here's the zinc. It's not far from 50%. It's a little under 50, but usually a bigger difference. Could that be that all the zinc ones are getting thrown back into circulation where we're taking out some of the 82s? I don't know if we've reached that point. Might just be a coincidence, this box. Oh yeah. 3 pounds, 6 ounces. Pretty doggone good box. Oh, these are some for back in the baseball card days. I don't know if any of you guys ever saw any of these. I think they're like from 90 or 91 or something like that. Kind of the first early 3D things. These have just been sitting around, floating around my office wherever I go.